left fielder, number 10, Cole Meredith.
Yeah, it just started. Oh, there we go. I have green bars for right this second. And it's at yellow right now.
But it's not red and it's not a 0.
It has not dropped to red. Now it just went back up to green. Okay, now it went down to red, but it's not 0. Okay, now it's 0. Oh, you're calling it right now?
It's starting again, too.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I would just...
Yeah. 7 to 800 kbps and drop frames 2,500. The bar is red, but it's not 0.
Number 22, Reed Stone.
700. I'll put there. 700. 700. Okay, it's been applied to 700. Okay, let's see, about 1,300, oh, okay, 800 kbps, and it has red bars still, and now it's climbing kbps with red bars. Yeah, it's still red bars. Say that again?
Go to the audio video scene and tell me what the bitrate does and the bars do.
Audio videos. You said it's not in settings?
Your right fielder, number 11, Crawford.
Oh, under the sources.
Under the scene.
Oh, scene collection?
No, the scenes list.
Yeah. Yeah, audio video input.
Yeah, go to that scene.
Yeah, so I click on the camera.
No, don't click the sources. Tell me what that bottom right is. Check this on you. What's the kill this? What's the
It's up to a green bar right now.
What's the speed?
It's about 2,000. Now it's down to 1,000. Now it's down to yellow.
Your first baseman, number 13, Kyle.
You said 200?
15.
Oh, sorry, 15. Okay. So after I dropped it, it's on a red bar right now. Now it's at yellow.
What were you at before?
It was at 700 bit rate.
And you already updated the big rate?
Yeah, I just put it at 1500.
What is the big rate reading?
1300.
And what's the cover bars that show you?
Red. Now it just went up to green.
Staying on green.
No. Oh, it went to yellow, now back to green.
Stay on green.
It is right this second.
Okay. Go ahead and drop it back down. You got it forward.
700. It's green right now.
Go to the main stand. You tell me if that fluctuates again.
I'll give it 1, 2. It's still green at the moment.
While you're on main stand.
Yes, main. Yes. It's still green right now.
Alright,
It's been green
go ahead and call
for.
the game from there.
Okay.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and call the game.
It's still been green for at least a minute plus now.
Just go ahead and call the game from here. Just apologize for the technical issues, the bad internet, and try to have a good rest of your day.
Alright, appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, bye-bye.
Number 3, Shay Holiday.
All right, Shea Holiday up in the box. He's behind 0-1 in the count. Apologize for some technical difficulties there in the top of the second, stretching into a little bit of the bottom of the second. We're back here live with Houston Sports Live. We welcome you into our coverage of Willis Wildcat baseball. They're facing off against Magnolia West Mustangs. Willis the home team, Magnolia West the visitors. And it is no score through the top of the second. Magnolia West had runners on second and third and were not when one out, and they were unable to come up with any runs, leaving the door open for Willis to draw first blood. That pitch misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jude Huff on the mound, also known as JT Huff. He came in and closed the door in last night's game, going 2/3 of an inning, and now starts today's game. So some technical difficulties. We're okay now, ready to go. I apologize for those technical difficulties. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reed Dorwart led off the bottom of the second with a walk. We've got a small delay in the play here. Maybe something in the eye of the first baseman for the Mustangs, Kyle Mercer. All right, we're back, ready. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the second. And a bunt from Holiday, dribbles foul, so now he's got 2 strikes. Highly unlikely to lay another one down. Now he's got 2 strikes, got a battle on the count for the Wildcats. Holiday was the starting pitcher, did not appear yesterday's game, starting pitcher in game 1. And he went a complete game, 7 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, picking up the victory in the 6-2 win for the Wildcats. Jude Huff, another pickoff attempt, just to get a toss over to first base, not close. Trying to keep Dorwart honest. A little bit easier to do southpaw. Easier to control the run game from first base. His delivery 1-2 right down Broadway for strike 3 and the first out of the bottom of the second. Backwards K, the second of the game for Huff.
Dylan Hopper.
As I'm bringing up the catcher, Dylan Hawthorne. Huff, another pickoff attempt. So Huff with a couple of just pickoff moves just to make them, trying to keep that runner close. That's a strike, delayed call, and nonetheless a strike regardless, outside corner. So Huff keeping Dorwart honest. He has an average lead, nothing large, nothing small, just an average lead over there, but nonetheless trying to keep him honest. Huff goes to home plate, quick delivery, fly ball, medium depth in left field. Under it is Cole Meredith. He makes the grab, 2 down here in the home half of the second. So a fly out to left, out number 2, and that brings up first baseman Cash Apke. Cash Apke started yesterday's game, went 2 2/3, giving up 4 earned runs, and came away with a loss in that game, trying to make up for it here today for his Wildcats and bring them to round number 3 of the playoffs. The Wildcats snuck in as the 4th seed in their division. First pitch to Apke misses high for ball 1. That's another pickoff move towards first. outside 2-0. So Cash Apke, 2-0 count. Apke fouls one off. 2 balls and 1 strike.
No.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Huff keeps door work close again. Doorwork's still not on the move. Got a little more of a jump there, and it's 2-2. Huff's delivery, pitch inside corner, strike 3. That's how we'll end the bottom half of the second. We head to the top of the third, no score. All right, to lead it off is the pitcher, Jude Huff, top of the third. Jude Huff steps in from the left side. Vallejo. 2 scoreless innings so far for your Wildcats. Houston Sports Live coverage. We welcome you in to coverage of Willis Wildkats baseball here on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe and follow us along. So we got no outs, top of the third. Wildcats and Mustangs, no score. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count to Huff.
Oh, Jude.
Ball misses, 2-1. It's the new count. We are here live from Lake Creek High School in Montgomery County. Lake Creek High School, the Lake Creek Lions, that is. Battle between Magnolia West Mustangs and your Willis Wildcats for a spot, game 3 in the round 3 of the postseason. The count is now 3-1 to the 9-hole hitter Jude Huff. Don't want to walk him because then that brings it right back to the top of the lineup. Walks, kills, especially towards the bottom of the lineup in that 9-hole. There's a strike. And now it's a full count. All right, so full count. Vallejo, pitch. Huff fouls it off to the left side, and we'll do it again at 3-2. All right, so 3-2 count. Nobody on. Huff, a little slap shot in the left. Playing in and making the diving catch is Hunter Slot, and the Wildcats record the first out of the top of the 3rd. That's going to bring out the shortstop, Beckett Steele. So in case you're joining us late, Wildcats, or Mustangs and Wildcats, no score, bottom. So bottom, or top of the 3rd in this game. Scoreless action so far. Nobody has drawn first blood yet. These teams duking it out, and there's a strike fired in from Vallejo. Beckett Steele, yesterday's starter, picking up the win, 6 1/3 innings pitched for the Mustangs, bringing home the win to get us where we're at today. Pitch misses, 1 ball and 1 strike, well outside. Hawthorne having to do a bit extra work there.
Go back.
All right, so ready, and the whiff and a miss. Big swing from Steele there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the visiting half of the 3rd. Both teams in a winner take all game 3 here on May the 9th. Delivery from Vallejo, low, missed.
Go back. Go back. You got it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That pitch missed low below the knees. Hawthorne wanted it, does not get the call. That's where we sit 2-2. Leo will get a chopper, foul, will do it again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Beautiful Lake Creek Lions baseball field, playing on turf. Beautiful place to play, beautiful weather, and beautiful baseball to be played today. As Beckett Steele, the leadoff man, popped up to short, and is only at bat so far. Braden Campbell to follow. Pitch is high, and now we've got a full count. So full count pitch coming.
Go back. Check it.
Full count. Paleo on the mound, trying to get out. Steele out. Steele trying to steal a hit here. And he hits that one foul to stay alive. 7th pitch of the at bat. Coming up. Shifting Steele up the middle as Keaton Jeffcoat plays just a few steps to the right of the second base bag. Center fielder Dorwart shaded towards left center. And there's a breaking ball. Got him looking. A strikeout. First of the day for Steele. Or first of the day, pardon me, for Vallejo. And there's 2 down here in the top of the 3rd. So Wildcats trying to post their 3rd consecutive 0 on the scoreboard and keep this game tied at 0-0. So Braden Campbell coming up. He popped up to first, back in the 1st. Steps in from the right side, righty on righty. First pitch, inside for ball 1. Little chin music up and in. Now something to note, 8 Mustangs, in case you were unable to catch games 1 and 2, 8 different Mustangs were hit by a pitch in those first 2 games. 8 times the Wildcat pitching staff has hit a batter. So something to note there, as tensions were flaring last night when we were at Willis. And Blanca makes another excellent catch, a line drive towards the shortstop. Blanca with a spectacular catch on the move to the left. That'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd. No score here at Lake Creek High School. We're coming right back. Bottom of the 3rd starts up, and that's a foul ball off the bat of Mason Miller, the stellar defensive 3rd baseman, a little more known for his defense than his offense. Nonetheless, certainly a capable offensive player. So at least making the Huff work a bit. Huff's delivery, breaking ball, got him swinging. The 4th strikeout of the day for Huff. 1 out in the bottom 3rd. That'll bring up Hunter Sloth, who struck out to open up the Wildcat offense today.
Number 13, Hunter Sloth.
There's a strike. Hunter Sloth looks at one. Sloth looking in at the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hold on. Is that a foul ball or hit by pitch? Hey, I believe that hit Sloth. Did it hit him on the hand, the wrist? Yeah, that one hit Sloth on the wrist. They're looking at his wrist. But are they going to say he swung? That's the big question coming up, and a meeting from all 4 umpires towards the back of the mound as they're walking out. Just a minute here. Bottom of the 3rd. We thank you for joining us here on Houston Sports Live. Still chatting with Coach Washburn. And they're going to call it foul balls. They're going to call it foul ball. So that ball, I believe it hit Slot in the wrist. They're going to call it a foul ball. It's going to be a 1 ball, 2 strike count. That's where we're going to play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sloth steps in, down but not out. Skips the dirt. 2-2 is the new count. Sloth takes a big hat and misses. Big hack misses. He goes down for the 2nd time. Out number 2 of the inning. 5th strikeout for Jude Huff. Other than allowing a walk and a hit, he was mowing down the Wildcat hitters so far in this one. Still a long way to go, though.
Number 4, Gage Blanca.
So a long way to go for the time being. Now Gage Blanca made a couple of outstanding defensive plays. Looks at a sweeper for strike 1. That one. Now it's 3-1, so Blanca selective in this at bat. Now looking for a pitch to drive and give the Wildcats something to cheer for here in this bottom of the 3rd, trying to get on base. He drives one to center, going back, still going back, and that's going to be over his head, over Dalton Bryce's head. That's going to be a double for Blanca. He had a double and his first at bat yesterday coming around to score. He's got a 2-bagger today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd and a base runner. And some life into this Wildcat offense. So Blanca, a double in back-to-back games. They're going to bring up second baseman Keaton Jeffcoat. Singled his last time up. Jeffcoat in from the right side, takes strike 1, delayed call, nonetheless, still going to be a strike. Blake on second, Huff, first time he's had a runner past first base so far today. Huff out of the stretch. Jeffcoat right to shot to the second baseman. Campbell makes the grab, took about 1 step to his left. We head to the top of the 4th, still scoreless here in this affair. into this one. That one was inside, nearly hit Bagwell on the arm, wrist, elbow, right around in those areas. So Bagwell lined out the third in his first at bat. Some good swings for the Mustangs so far in this one. Some good swings, a couple of hits, but nothing on the scoreboard. And he pops one up, trying to launch one, getting a little too far under it, and that's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike gets the count.
Come on, Bag.
We thank you for joining us here on Houston Sports Live YouTube coverage of Willis Wildcat Baseball. We welcome you in. This is Texas High School Baseball. Houston Sports Live coverage. That pitch misses. 2 balls and 1 strike to Bagwell.
Go, Baggy.
Garrett Bagwell, the catcher.
Go back.
Bagwell rips one to left field. Slot over his head off the wall. Has to come and get it. Bagwell will cruise into second with the double. Ball overthrown. A great effort from Amke to back it up. And Bagwell's got his first knock of the game. So Bagwell's double there. Has the Mustangs in business. Trevino on the pinch run for the catcher, courtesy runner.
Here's your designated hitter, number 12,
He's going to bring up the designated hitter, Lucas Huff. A tough out here in this lineup. Designated hitter, cleanup man. That's from the right side, right on righty matchup. And a bunt from your four-hole hitter. Don't see that every day. All hits off the layup glove, cannot field it. And that's going to go down as E1 as he kicked the ball around. And now they got runners corners and nobody out here in the fourth.
here's your left fielder, number 10,
Cole Meredith steps in. He walked and reached third base in his only at bat so far. He's no official at bat with that walk. The only time he had a plate appearance. And so Meredith, one of the Meredith brothers on this team, is brother Carter, bats in the 7th spot. That pitch missed inside. Now Nathan starting to show signs of frustration with runners corners and nobody out. Mustangs threatening big here to put up 1, if not a crooked number. And that one misses low, 2-0 now. So Cole Meredith in a big time hitter's count.
Go, Cole.
Leo. And that one's hit through the right side of base knock. Mustangs on the board first. A double, E1, and a single. That's how the first run of the game has been scored. Here comes a mound visit from the catcher Hawthorne. And here comes the pitching coach. First run of the game is scored in the top of the 4th as the first 3 hitters have reached base. That's going to bring up third baseman Reed Stone. He doubled and is only at bat to this point.
Hi, Ann, do you want a water service? Eliminate?
Here's your first baseman, number 22, Reed Stone.
Reed Stone is going to take his crack at this inning, which has gone well for the Mustangs. Now they have the 1-0 lead, threatening for much more. Wildcats have got to get this inning under control. Here's the bunt from Stone. Ball catches the outside corner for strike one. So Stone pulled it back and takes the pitch. As crashing hard was Abke, he was aggressively wanting that one to get down, and he was going to fire the ball over to Miller at third, trying to get the lead runner in Huff. Double, error, single. That's how the Mustangs have gotten on the board. There's the bunt attempt. Oh, that one missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. So low was the second pitch. So second pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the fourth. Winner take all game. They will face the winner of Tyler Legacy and Harker Heights later on today. And that's going to be a wild pitch to advance the runners to second and third. So the infield fly is off the board. Now it's even tougher to get that lead runner. So the wild pitch advances Huff to third and Cole Meredith to second with Reed Stone up. Now a sac fly can make it a 2-0 game, and the Wildcats in a massive hole. There's a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excellent sweeper there. Alright, so set, Vallejo, gotta find a way out of this. Strike 3, sweeper on the inside corner, and that's the first out of the inning, second strikeout of the game. Stone goes down looking. A big out number 1 of this inning. Big out number 1 of this inning, second strikeout of the game. Now a conversation between Vallejo and the home plate umpire. He just wants a new baseball. So no big deal there. Thinks there's too many scuff marks. Just get that switched out. We'll be right back in play. Alright, so second and third, 1 man out. And still trouble brewing for the Wildcats here in this inning. That brings up the right fielder Carter Meredith. He's 0 for 1 today.
Here's your right fielder, number 11, Carter Meredith.
There's a strike inside part of the plate. So Vallejo, Nathan Vallejo, trying to lock in and keep this at a 1-run deficit. And with the first run of the game here in the top of the fourth, a double, error, single, and a strikeout. Plating 1, runners on second and third, 1 man down, 0-1 count. Oh, inside and the 9th hit batter of this series, and that's going to load them up. Wildcat pitching has now hit 9 batters in this series. Wow, oh wow. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Kyle Mercer.
Somewhere, right?
Number 13, Kyle Mercer.
Let's go, Murph!
All right, so Kyle Mercer steps in, 1 out, bases loaded. Huff on third, Cole Meredith on second, and Carter Meredith on first. So the Meredith brothers on along with Huff on the base paths. Leo in a monster hole here in this inning. Sweeper sweeps in for a strike there. So ground ball to the corners. They're going home. Anything up the middle, and they're trying to turn 2 to get out of this inning. Mercer looking to add to the lead for the Mustangs. That pitch is high, so 1 ball, 1 strike.
Go, Murph! Like Kyle! No!
And that's a foul ball. Got a piece of it. And that now brings us to a 1-2 count. 1 pitch away from retiring Mercer for 2 down, or possibly maybe an inning-ending double play, which would be much needed for the Wildcats. Houston Sports Live welcomes you in to our YouTube coverage of Willis Wildcat baseball. This is Texas High School baseball on Houston Sports Live, covering the Willis Wildcats and the Magnolia West Mustangs playoff series. Game 3 is upon us. 1-0 Magnolia West, in case you're just tuning in. Top of the 4th, bases loaded. 1-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it and a piece of the catcher, Hawthorne. So we'll have a small delay here. All right, we're back after the short delay there. Hawthorne going to stay in this game as we expected. Just took one off the kneecap there on the foul ball. Took a minute, catch his breath. He's ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Huff on third. Cole Meredith on second. Carter Meredith on first. Mercer at the plate. 1-2, 1 out pitch from Vallejo. Pitch at the top of the zone, no call. Ooh, tough one there. That's good.
Come on, Kyle! Go, Kyle! You hit her!
Great crowd on hand here today, Lake Creek High School,
Go, Murph!
for this neutral site game 3. The delivery, 2-2. Whoa, gets behind Mercer. Huff decides not to go home. And now it's a 3-2 count. Count is full. That pitch backdoored Mercer and went behind him, nowhere near the strike zone. Breaking ball, a little bit off the zone, just a bit inside. And now 3-2. 3-2, 1 out, Mercer at the plate. And he calls time. So wait a wee bit longer before we have the 3-2 pitch. Just his batting gloves. He's ready. Magnolia West trying to extend the lead. Your Wildcats trying to keep it right here. 3-2. Got him. Looking for strike 3. A delayed call from the home plate umpire. Got him looking strike 3 and a big out number 2 for the Wildcats. Mercer tossed his bat away and everything. Thought he had ball 4. And now he has a long walk back to the dugout. So the backwards K for out number 2 of the inning. Second strikeout of the inning. Now Jude Huff, who lined out to left last inning, steps in. Third strikeout of the game for Vallejo. Jude Huff on a little bit unorthodox with the no batting gloves look. The no batting gloves look for Huff. He's 0 for 1 with that line out to left. An excellent play on that ball from Hunter Slot. Outfield shaded in a few steps. Infield about normal depth. Playing deep up the middle for a hard hit ground ball. So Huff standing from the left side. 1 ball, no strikes. Make it 2-0. 2-0 is the count. 2 outs. Huff on third. Meredith on second. That's Cole Meredith on second. And Carter Meredith on first. Runners have not moved in a minute here. So they're definitely going to be on the move. 2 strikes. Any ball in play, got to run. Huff. Righty on lefty matchup. Vallejo comes home. 3-0. That's high. Great patience from Huff. Now you've got to come with the strike. Got to come with the strike here. Have to come at him or you walk in a run and go down 2-0. Wildcats reeling in this inning, trying to get out of this jam. 3-0. He's set and comes home. That misses for ball 4. Walks in a run. So the RBI walk plays Huff. The Meredith brothers move up on the bases. So Huff, who reached on the E1 earlier in the inning, comes around to score. And that's going to be the end of the line for Vallejo. And we'll have his final stats coming up. And a new pitcher enters the mound.
Brock Brown.
Number 22, Brock Brown takes over for Nathan Vallejo. He hit a batter, 3 2/3 will have his final line, depending on the outcome of these 3 runs scoring, which all would be charged to Vallejo. It's 2-0.
Here's the shortstop, number 5, Beckett.
It's 2-0 for the Mustangs. It's 2-0 for the Mustangs. First pitch misses. 2-0, bases loaded, 2 outs. Brock Brown pitched yesterday, went a 2 1/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits and 2 earned runs. So an interesting decision. Brown back out there looking for better results this time. Gets a pop-up into left field. Sloth over towards the line, makes the grab, so a 2-pitch out as Steele flies out to left to end the inning. That'll close the line on Vallejo and just giving up the 2 runs. So 2-0 Mustangs headed to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll be right back here on Houston Sports Live coverage of Willis Wildcat Baseball. Back here, Clarke Crawford here with you on play-by-play for the matchup. For the matchup between the Magnolia West Mustangs and the Willis Wildcats. Magnolia West took a 2-0 lead in the top half of the 4th, and that's where things stand. 2-0 Mustangs here in the bottom half of the 4th. That brings up the designated hitter, Brett Roberts. Jude Huff has set down this lineup fairly well, dominated most of this game. Roberts will take his turn. Fastball outside corner, pops the glove for strike 1. So leading off with the strike as Huff has been in control for most of this game. Allowed a single in the first, allowed a walk in the second, and a double in the third. Just 3 base runners, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Roberts. Trying to get on base, make things happen for the Wildcats, who trail 2-0. Both games in this series have been won 6-2. Both teams winning on their opponent's home turf. As Roberts well into left field, that ball gets down as the left fielder Cole Meredith kept drifting, and now Roberts to third, and Roberts has a triple. Cole Meredith thought he had a routine play. That ball kept drifting with the wind, ends up hitting the wall, and Meredith couldn't corral it, and it ends up with the triple for Roberts, just what the doctor ordered for the Wildcats. And now a courtesy runner for the designated hitter, Roberts. So a leadoff triple, and the Wildcats in business, looking to cut this lead.
Your attention please, the runner at third base, number 6, Trent Tall.
As number 6, Trent Tarr Trent Tarr is going to be the courtesy runner. Get some speed on that base pass. A sacrifice fly could do the job and make this a 2-1 game. It's 2-0 Mustangs. Wildcats threatening with this leadoff triple. Now it's going to bring up the 5-hole hitter, Reed Dorwart. He walked in his only plate appearance. So Dorwart looks at a sweeper for strike one. Dorwart trying to lead, help mount this comeback for the Wildcats. Gotta get one first. Down 2-0. Down 0-1. And that's going to hit him in the back foot. Dorwart limps to first base. And now back-to-back base runners for the first time today for the Wildcats. And they're in business. 2 on, nobody out. Runners corners. Dorwart will run down the first base line. He should be okay. But nonetheless, got to make sure of it.
Number 3, Shea Holiday.
He's going to bring up Game 1 starting pitcher Shea Holiday playing right field today. He struck out back in the second. Holiday bunts, 1 foul for strike 1. The 0-1, runners corners, 2-0 Mustangs. Here in the bottom fourth, the Wildcats trying to put a run on the board here. Abundance is pulled back from Holiday, and it's a 1-1 count. So Holiday trying to get the first run on the board for the Wildcats.
Go, Jude.
As they trail 2-0. Runners corners, nobody out here in their half of the fourth. Holiday gets it down. That's going to score a run and run into a bunt single, a little push bunt towards the first base. As first baseman Mercer ran towards the bag, ball was in no man's land. Campbell and Mercer, not good communication there. That's going to end up in a RBI bunt single for Holiday, and it's a 2-1 game. So the Wildcats on the board and still nobody out. So a bunt single plates the courtesy runner Tarr. Dorwart moves to second, and now we got a 2-1 game. Both teams have cracked runs open on the scoreboard here in the fourth. Now both pitchers reeling a bit. The Wildcats were forced to go to the bullpen. We'll see if the result is the same for the Mustangs here in the fourth.
Number 10, Dylan Hawthorne.
All right, so Dylan Hawthorne will take his hacks at this one. 2-1 Mustangs, but Wildcats with first baseman Mercer way in. There's the bunt. Hawthorne gets it down right to Jude Huff. Huff, an easy toss to first. The sacrifice works. Moves runners to second and third. Hawthorne does his job. 1 out here in a 2-1 game, and that's going to bring up Cash Abkey, the first baseman.
Number 9, Cash Abkey.
Cash Abkey batting from the right side, takes a sweeper, strike 1. They've got Dorward on third, Holiday on second, Abke, the 8-hole hitter, 5th man of the inning to hit, 1 out, down by 1. Expecting another bunt. There it is. Popped up in the air. Mercer not able to get there. Abke will stay alive, though he's down 0-2 in the count. So a lot less likely to put the suicide squeeze on here with 2 strikes. The infield will still play well in. So a slapper past the infield could certainly play 2. Outfield playing medium depth. Right field. Right field is in. That pitch missed. Carter Meredith is in over there in right field. Certainly shallower than Meredith and Bryce. Dalton Bryce out there in center. Oh, he beats the throw. Mercer was off the bag at first, and that's going to be a bunt single. So 2 bunt singles in the inning, and now the bases are loaded, down 2-1, and Mason Miller coming up. So a little slight meltdown so far in the inning for Magnolia West.
Number 17, Mason Miller.
All right, so Mason Miller can have his say on this one. That pitch misses up on the breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-1 is your score. Mustangs down by 1. Oh, they've got the bases loaded here. Prime real estate to take at least tie or take the lead. Miller rips out a fastball, was late, and now the count's 1-1. All right, Miller. Oh, picked back to third as Dorward gets back in time. It was close. Nice job by Stone and Bagwell to be on the same page. Give them credit there where credit's due. Nice back pick. Dorward almost caught 1 step too far off. So count will remain 2-1. Bases remain loaded. And the 2-1 pitch, runners get their lead. That misses the top of the zone. Wow, that's been called a couple times today. And now it's 3-1. So a 3-1 pitch. 1 pitch away from this being, 1 ball away from this being a 2-2 tie game. Mason Miller, 3-1 pitch, a little looper into right field. Meredith will catch it. Dorward stumbles. He's coming home. Mercer can't handle it, and Dorward ties the game, scoring a run. Head first dive into home, and we've got a 2-2 game. Sac fly for Mason Miller as Abke stays at first, though Holiday gets the third. So the sacrifice fly out number 2 plates Dorward, and we've got a 2-2 game. Both teams breaking open for 2 runs, and the Wildcats still have 1 more out to play with, and a possibility for even more of a crooked number this inning. Holiday on third. First pitch to Sloth misses. He's struck out twice in this one. Holiday at third. Abke at first. 2-2 is your new score. 2-2 is your new score. Both teams scoring both of their runs here in this 4th inning. Both starting pitchers finally are wearing down in this one. Both teams able to break through here in this 4th inning. Bottom half of the 4th, Lake Creek High School. We welcome you in. Houston Sports Live coverage of Willis Wildcat Baseball, Texas High School Baseball, here on the Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. We thank you for joining us. Beautiful pitch. Little pop in the mitt. but missed the zone somewhere, and it's 3-0 to the leadoff man, Sloth. Sloth has Apke on first, Holiday on third. So if he does walk Sloth, the bases will be loaded. A run does not score. There's one right down the chute for a 3-1 count. All right, so Jude Huff trying to keep it right where it is. The Wildcats trying to have something to say with that and take their first lead of the game. There's another one as a delayed fielder's indifference. Apke will reach second. So Apke reaches second. So second and third, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On the scoreboard, second and third, 2 outs, 2-2 tie game, all the drama. What else can you ask for? Let's see if Sloth can deliver the Wildcats' first lead of the game. Here's 3-2. Inside for ball 4. He reaches base, doesn't deliver the lead, but extends the inning. So Sloth extends the inning. That's going to bring up Gage Blinka, the shortstop. He doubled his last time up. Lefty on lefty. Lefty on lefty here. Mound in the batter's box. That's going to put Sloth on first, Apke on second, Holiday on third. Bases juiced. Wildcats trying to extend their season and send the Mustangs home. Mustangs were favored to win this series. But the Wildcats have been hanging tough, winning game 1 and trying to take home the all-decisive game 3. There's a sweeper for a strike. Back pick at first. Mercer able to save it from right field. Interesting decision there going after Sloth. So that ball gets into right field. It's 1 run. Depending on if it goes down the line far enough, it could have been a second. As right fielder Carter Meredith is well off the line, playing way more towards right center. All right. The 1-2 is a swing and strike. Blinka misses that one, and Huff is 1 pitch away from getting out of this pickle he's put himself in. The winner of this game will face the winner of Tyler Legacy and Harker Heights in a round 3 matchup next week. That one is low in the zone in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. Runners on every base. 2-hole hitter Blink up, the shortstop of this team. Wildcats, he rips one. That'll get past Campbell. That'll score 1. They're going to put the stop sign up of Apke at third. And the Wildcats lead 3-2. They break through for a 3rd run of the inning. RBI single for Blinka. Sloth moves up to second. Apke to third. And Holiday scores a run.
Number 1, Keaton.
That's going to bring up the 9th man of the inning, Keaton Jeffcoat. This inning started with a leadoff triple from Roberts, who's now back on deck. Wildcats take a 3-2 lead. The inning's still not over, and first pitch misses to Jeffcoat, who's 1 for 2 with the single. So Keaton Jeffcoat. The Wildcats take a 3-2 lead. This magical postseason run, squeaking in as the 4 seed by 1 game in their district standings. That pitch spikes the dirt, gets a little away from Bagwell, but not nearly enough to bring home Apke from third. Great block from Bagwell, didn't let it get too far away. This magical run so far from Willis here in the postseason, squeaking into the playoffs and staring down a 3rd round. And there's a strike, delayed call, 2-1 is the count. Now staring down a 3rd round of playoff baseball. If they can bring home the victory, as they have just taken the lead with a 3-run 4th, pressing for more. Ripped up the middle, that gets through. They're going to try to score 2. Here comes Slot from second. He slots in home, And then great base running from Jeffcoat. And that's a 5-run inning. Jeffcoat, a 2-run single, gets into second on the throw. And the Wildcats are breaking open for 5 runs in the inning. And here they come. And that's likely the end of the line for Jude Huff. Wildcats lead 5-2 now. Devastating blow. Huff had been delivering all game long, and now the rails come off with a 5-spot given up here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll tell you about the new pitcher right after this commercial break. Stay with us here on Houston Sports Live. All right, so back from the commercial break, Reed Stone is in the game. Couple defensive changes. Now, Reed Stone came in and pitched the final 5 1/3, relieving Mason Alexander, game 1 starter, who's now in the game at third base. 5 1/3, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit, no runs given up for Reed Stone in game 1. Now he takes the mound in game 2. And the first batter he'll face is Brett Roberts, who tripled to start this inning, and his courtesy runner, Trent Tarr, came around to score. Stone's first delivery is a strike. So defensive changes. Jude Huff moves from the mound to center field, replacing Dalton Bryce. Mason Alexander comes off the bench to play third base, so he's in the game for the first time. And Reed Stone moves from third base to the mound. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. In case you're just joining us late, we welcome you into Houston Sports Live coverage of Texas high school baseball. That one's hit down the right field line and deep, and that's going to get out of play for a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strike. Texas high school baseball coverage here on Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. My name is Clarke Crawford. I'm with you here the whole way here on Play by Play. We're covering the Willis Wildcat playoff series. Game 3, the Wildcats have played after the Mustangs played 2 runs in the top of the 4th. The Wildcats have played 5 here. Roberts strikes out to end the inning for out number 3, and that's how the inning ends. 5-run inning for the Wildcats. They take a 5-3, 5-2 lead. We head to the top of the 5th. Wildcats 5, Mustangs 2. All right, we open up the top of the 5th. Wildcats 5, Mustangs 2. Mustangs coming up the bat.
Here's your second baseman, number 3, Brayden Campbell.
And Brayden Campbell, who's 0 for 2, steps into the plate. So the final line on the starter, Jude Huff, who got the final 2 outs yesterday, as Brock Brown slips on the mound. He finished off the 4th inning, now back out for the 5th. Final line on Jude Huff, 3 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits, 5 runs, and all of them earned. So what started out promising ends up in the opposite direction for Jude Huff. He will play center field now. And it's a 2-0 count to Brayden Campbell. Brock Brown in there, delivers a strike, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Campbell, as I mentioned, 0 for 2 in this one. Reed Stone took over for Huff on the mound. And so both teams into their bullpen, and we've got 3 innings left to decide this one. That one misses low, and a 3-1 count. So Campbell, after they allowed 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, trying to have a say and getting back into this game. Wildcats throwing a strike there, and it's a full count.
Watch the outside.
Thank you for joining us. Houston Sports Live coverage of Texas high school baseball playoffs. And a backwards K is how the 5th inning starts. We thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday. Today's broadcast on Houston Sports Live is brought to you in stunning 2K quad with an enhanced 4K Ultra presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. The winner of this game will face the winner of Tyler Legacy and Harker Heights in round 3 of the playoffs.
Come on, Garrett.
If you know someone who can't be here with us today, let them know. This game is streaming live on Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. Just search Houston Sports Live on YouTube for the live broadcast. First 2 pitches of the at-bat miss to Garrett Bagwell, who doubled and got the scoring started in this game in his last at-bat. Now Bagwell rips one to left. That ball is out of here. Bagwell sends one to the parking lot in left field, and the Wildcat lead shrinks to 5-3, a solo shot for Bagwell. So Bagwell 2 for 3 with 2 of the runs scored, knocking himself in this time. Or, well, he didn't score last time. Trevino was his courtesy runner. But Bagwell 2 for 3, and now it's a 5-3 game. He hit a towering shot to left field. That was a towering shot to left field to bring this, to make it a 2-run game. So Brown gives up the run there. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning so far in this one. Trying to get him through the 5th. Catches the inside corner to Huff, who reached on an error last time, coming around to score. Brown, not a real hard thrower out there. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's fouled off to our right. That one's fouled off to our right. We're in the top 5th. In case you're just joining us, we welcome you in. Magnolia West trailing 5-3, getting their 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Brock Brown gets a strikeout swinging of Lucas Huff. Second time Huff's gone down in this afternoon for out number 2 of the fifth, second strikeout of the inning for Huff, second of the game, 2 outs.
Number 10, Cole Meredith.
And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Cole Meredith, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Meredith strokes one into center, right at Dorwart. Dorwart makes the grab on the run. That'll end the top of the fifth. 1 run scored. Wildcats maintain a 5-3 lead headed to the home half of the fifth. Home half of the fifth begins. Reed Dorwart walked twice in this one, came around to score his last at bat. During that 5-run inning for the Wildcats to take the lead. It was 5-2 last time they hit, now it's 5-3. First pitch is a ball. Wildcats hanging in there. Still with a 2-run lead, trying to tack on a few more, some insurance runs. Stone's first 2 pitches of the inning miss. Wildcats lead 5-3. Magnolia scored 2 of their 3 runs in the fourth, the other one just a moment ago in the top of the fifth. And it's 2-1 count. That one catches the letters of the zone, top of the zone for a strike. All of the Willis Wildcat runs came last inning in the bottom of the fourth. One is a strike, and we got a full count pitch coming. Stone working quickly. He's in the zone. Stone gets Dorwart to whiff. First out of the inning, second strikeout for Stone.
Number 3, Shea Holiday.
Shea Holiday steps in and bunted last time, ended up with an RBI single out of it, and then came around to score himself. Sweeper catches the zone for a strike. Stone just trying to mow down these hitters, working it. One of the fastest pitchers you'll see, not necessarily speed-wise, but he is in a rhythm. Catches the ball, steps on the mound, gets his sign, and he's ready to go. Holiday has time, so a few extra seconds in between this one, but ready to go. Stone misses there. 1-2 count. Holiday fouled the one before that off. Holiday 1 for 2 with the RBI single. Wildcats lead 5-3. Holiday chops one foul right to his coach.
Go.
All right, Stone trying to set down Holiday, but Holiday trying to become the first base runner for the Wildcats, and he's hit by a pitch. So first base runner of the inning, hit by pitch. Definitely no retaliation there, just lost control of that one. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Dylan Hawthorne. Had a sacrifice bunt his last time. And, you know, it's also flat out to left.
Number 10, Dylan Hawthorne.
So the catching duties, Dylan Hawthorne, 7-hole hitter in this lineup. Comes in from the right side, righty on righty matchup. Holiday on first. Fakes the jump, and Hawthorne hits it well into left center. Huff is under it, makes the grab, 2 down in the fifth, bottom fifth. So that ball was hit well to left center, though Huff didn't have to turn the burners on to get to that one.
Number 9, Cash Abke.
And Cash Abke with the bunt single also came around to score last inning. So he's 1 for 2, struck out along with it in this game. Stone misses low. Holiday on first, 2 outs. If the current score holds in this inning, the Wildcats are 6 outs away from moving on in the playoffs. Ground ball to third. Alexander slings it over the first, retires the side. Stone does. He shuts the door. And we head to the top of the 6th. Wildcats maintaining a 2-run lead. Set for the top, inning number 6, the top half. And for the first time in this 3-game series, we will not have, regardless of who wins this game, we will not have a 6-2 victory, as the current score is 5-3 Wildcats. Reed Stone done a nice job on the mound in an inning and a third so far. Now takes his turn in the batter's box. Reed Stone 1 for 2 with the double and a strikeout. He looks at strike 1 to open up his third at bat. Brock Brown still on the mound for the Wildcats. Took over back in the top of the 4th. So he's gone an inning and a third so far. Both starters lasting 3 2/3. Brock Brown, first man out of the pen. He's got an 0-2 count to Stone. Stone hits one in the air to center. Shading under it, right center, as Shea Holiday will come take this one, as Reed Dorwart was shaded well towards left center. So Holiday does a nice job, great communication, and 1 out here in the top 6.
There's the right fielder, number 11, Carter Meredith.
So that officially goes down as a fly out to right, even though it was towards center field. Carter Meredith fouls the first pitch off. He's 0 for 1 with the hit by pitch. Carter Meredith, the right fielder, one of the Meredith brothers on this Magnolia West squad. That one misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 5-3 Wildcats. If things hold here in the 6th, they would be 3 outs away from victory. Nonetheless, still a long way to go. And that breaking ball catches the outside part of the zone. Now Meredith is down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another breaking ball. Whoa, lost control of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Brown looking to keep the score right where it is. Chopper to third. Mason Miller, the hot corner, been the man of the hour in this series over there with some stellar defensive work. He provides out number 2 of the inning. That's going to bring up 8-hole hitter Kyle Mercer, who's 0 for 2.
Here's your first baseman, number 13, Kyle Mercer.
Kyle Mercer, inside part of the plate. No call there. 1 ball, no strikes. So Mercer trying to make things happen, but the Wildcats have a say in that as well. Trying to keep this at a 5-3 game. Ground ball to short. And late release. Mercer not able to beat it. Nice play by Blinka. And out number 3 is recorded. 6-3 put out. Wildcats 3 outs away from victory. They get another chance to bat. Before then, leading 5-3, we head to the bottom of the 6th here on Houston Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th here on Houston Sports Live, Texas High School Baseball. Houston Sports Live coverage of the area round playoffs. Sacrifice fly last time, driving in a run. He leads off the bottom 6 against Reed Stone. Miller against Stone. First pitch is ball 1. So Miller against Stone. We'll see who wins the matchup. And that's going to be check swing strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here at Lake Creek High School here on Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Clarke Crawford here with you on the play-by-play. Bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th, Mason Miller looks at strike 2, so it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Miller gets a piece of it, staying alive. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miller. And that's a backwards K. That's how we begin the bottom of the 6th. That'll take it back to the top with Hunter Slot. Third strikeout
Number 13, Hunter Slot.
of the afternoon for Reed Stone. Slot hits one. Nice play by Campbell and gets him out. Excellent glove work from Campbell. Slot hit that one on the screws. Better defensive play from Campbell for out number 2 of the 6th. One pitch, one out, and now that brings in Gage Blinka.
Number 4, Gage Blinka.
Blinka has a double and an RBI single in this one. Also some nice defensive work with the glove. Stone continuing to work quick. Catches the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Blinka. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blinka flat out to center in the first. In the third, he doubled. In the fourth, he had an RBI single. Now a fly ball to right. That's out number 3 of the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Mustangs need at least 2 to tie, and 3, at least 2 to send this one to the bottom of the 7th. Go, Wildcats 3 outs away from advancing, pulling off a major upset of Magnolia, the Magnolia West Mustangs. The Wildcats 3 outs away. Brock Brown is the man trying to get those 3 outs. Ground ball to second, 1 out, 2 outs away. 4-3 put out for out number 1. That's going to bring up Beckett Steele. Now, if they can get it to the 3-hole hitter Bagwell, who hit the homer last time, the Mustangs would certainly be in business. So, your current score, the score is 5-3. Beckett Steele takes his turn. He's 0 for 3. Brock Brown has come in and slammed the door so far here for the Wildcats, and he delivers a strike to Steele. Steele trying to help Magnolia West steal this game away. Brock Brown so far. And he gets Steele to pop it up. Shortstop, nope. It'll be third baseman Miller to make the play. And now the Mustangs or the Wildcats, excuse me, are 1 out away from victory. So the Wildcats, Houston Sports Live coverage of Willis Wildcat baseball, 1 out away from an area round playoff victory. And now Braden Campbell, the final hope for the Mustangs, or else their season will be over. He looks at a strike 1. Inning number 7, 2 outs. Inning number 7, 2 outs, 1-1 count. Top of the 7th. In case you're joining us here late on Houston Sports Live, we thank you for joining us. 1 out away are the Willis Wildcats from advancing. Clarke Crawford here with you on play-by-play. Mustangs are down, but not out. Down 5-3. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And it's ripped to first. Great play. And this is over. Cash Abke with a stellar defensive play. And the Willis Wildcats are moving on. They will play the winner of Tyler Legacy and or Harker Heights. The Willis Wildcats take home the victory.
And that's the ball game, folks. Willis 5, Magnolia West 3.
Willis wins the series 2-1. Phenomenal job by Magnolia West all season, all year long.
Remember, sportsmanship is always important and should be practiced before, during, and after the game. Our students are very important. And with your help,
Willis wins the series 2-1. Congratulations to the Magnolia West on a phenomenal season. They will head home for the year, and Willis will face the winner of Tyler Legacy and Harker Heights. I'll be back to wrap it up here on Houston Sports Live. All right, so back here to wrap it up here on Houston Sports Live. That is the final. Willis wins it 5-3 and takes their record to 20-16 on the year. Magnolia West drops to 27-9, and that's it. That's going to do it. Magnolia West, great season. Congratulations. They will be headed home. We thank you for joining us here on Houston Sports Live coverage here on our YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe. And some final totals for Magnolia West: 3 runs, a couple of hits. The home run by Garrett Bagwell, need to highlight that. To their credit, Reed Stone came in and shut the door. 2 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball. He did a phenomenal job in this series. Reed Stone kept it right where it needed to be. Unfortunately, they did not quite score enough runs later on after he came in relief twice. And then the highlights for the Willis Wildcats, who take it home here on Willis Wildcat coverage here on Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. Brett Roberts, the big triple in the 4th inning, which helped highlight the 5-run 4th inning to bring home the victory for the Willis Wildcats. They win this one. They will play the winner once again of Tyler Legacy and Harker Heights later on today. We will find out later on. But congratulations to Willis. And also Magnolia West, who is being sent home. Willis will advance at least to one more round of playoffs. So thank you all for joining us. Great game it was. And the Wildcats take home the victory 5-3. And that'll do it for our coverage here on Houston Sports Live. I'm Clarke Crawford. Check me out on some other postseason coverage potentially.